To meet her. We are going to stay fairly local here in the United States and meet a North American species that maybe some of you guys have seen, some of you might recognize her, but I'm excited to introduce you guys. She is... I'm laughing at Shane behind me. So again, my name is Toriana. I'm here with a couple teammates. Shane is the tall one and Maisie is the fluffy one.
And the cute one.
Does anyone know what Maisie is?
Adorable.
Porcupine, not a trick question. I will accept adorable, cute as well. She is. So Maisie here is a North American porcupine. And again, I could say 100 porcupine things, but I do want to tell a little bit of a story today for you guys, being Valentine's Day. So Maisie here is, oh my gosh, like 14 soon this year, which is insane. So a couple years ago, maybe 3 or 4, we got the opportunity to bring in another porcupine. I won't say their name now because I might give away the story. So another porcupine became available at a wildlife rescue in New York. And we were so excited that this animal needed a permanent house, would make a great ambassador. We're like, hey, we have a female North American porcupine. Maybe we can bring this new one in and they can breed and it'll be great for their genetics. We can have more ambassadors. We can give that really cool opportunity to Maisie, who as an ambassador has not previously had that opportunity. We're like, yes, please. We tagged our manager in a Facebook post saying, can we please get this animal that's available? I actually got to be one of the people that went to pick them up from the airport, got them in, super exciting. Turns out it was a girl. So that didn't work out. Her name is Maple. She does still live here at Basecamp in the zoo and does presentations as well. Very excited to have her. And we're like, well, that didn't work. Okay, to be fair, it's very hard to tell when a porcupine is young, if it's a boy or a girl. No one's looking under those 30,000 quills. Little sharp, little pokey. So we did actually get the opportunity to bring in a male. His name is Jasper, and Jasper came to us from a zoo in Arizona, and he drove on over, and we got to introduce him and Maisie here. And for them, it was love at first sight, okay? Now, being covered in 30,000 quills, I'm sure you can imagine courtship is a little tricky with porcupines. I'll spare you the details. But there is one way the males do show affection and kind of mark the females as theirs. Does anyone want to guess what the male does?
I don't want to guess.
What do? I think I heard it. He pees on her. They do something called urine cannons, and they will mark the female. And the females actually are only really receptive for a very, very 1 day window. So it was a one and done, first shot, love at first sight. Maisie got pregnant, guys. Very excited. Maisie got pregnant. Jasper, we tried him with our other female. Remember the 2 female story where we're like, she's a girl. Maple said no thank you. She was not attracted to Jasper. Had wanted nothing to do with him. Said no thank you. You can keep your urine cannons way over there. So only Maisie got to breed with Jasper. And we create ambassador training and being able to participate, not only coming out for presentations, but her own health care as well. We were able to train her for x-rays, radiographs, and ultrasounds. And we were able to confirm that pregnancy on radiograph that there was a leak in there, which was really exciting. Now, come the day of labor, again, Maisie's almost 14 now. A couple years ago when she was pregnant, she was probably 12 when she got pregnant, I think, around there. And that's a little old for a rodent, a little old for a porcupine. So unfortunately, there were some complications. She was not able to pass the baby through that birth canal. Now, luckily, we had great 24-hour monitoring on her. We have an excellent vet care staff right here on zoo grounds. After her trying, okay, mom's in labor for 2 days, we let her try several hours. we had to call it. We're like, she cannot pass this baby. We're sending her up to the hospital. So our amazing vet, Dr. Garrett, actually performed a C-section on Maisie here and was able to remove that baby safely. His name is Dakota. But because she was in labor for so long and was passing fluids and trying, baby porcupines are called porcupets. And they're normally born with soft quills. Again, moms, picture it, porcupine. It's not happening. We wouldn't have porcupines around if they weren't born with soft quills. But they do start to harden almost immediately in these North American species, basically as soon as they hit the air. And we kind of know that because when Dr. Garrett went to remove Dakota, he got quilled. Yep, Dr. Garrett ended up with some quills in his hands removing that baby. And unfortunately, Maisie here also got a couple in her uterus. So this was the first successful North American porcupine C-section, and both mom and baby survived, which is fantastic. We do have some articles out about it, papers are being written. If you guys are members, you might have remembered the story in one of our insider issues that we sent out. But because of that surgery and those quills, Maisie here was put on antibiotics, and during recovery, she could not nurse that baby. So our neonatal NACU team actually hand-raised Dakota, and we were able to successfully raise him, and he now lives next door to us at Wegaforth Bowl. So he comes out for their presentations, and he is still on zoo grounds doing his awesome job. So that's kind of full love story. To wrap it even a little more, Maisie now does live with Maple. They're roommates. So we ended up wrapping it all the way around 4 years ago when we got Maple and we wanted to breed them. They're not breeding, but they are living together, which is fantastic. So we love having this species. I did mention they are rodents. Unfortunately, because of that, not everyone likes rodents. They are seen as pests where they are found here in the United States. They'll chew on fences, houses, you name it. They can even pop car tires with their teeth. So they'll chew on those tires when it snows and people salt the roads. They think that's delicious and then pops the tire. But these guys do have a very important job in their natural habitat where they live. If you notice, she might look a little different than some other porcupines you have seen. Being a North American porcupine, they can live in the snow. So they can be found in New York, Canada, Alaska, you name it, where it's really, really cold. So she has a fur coat on, and then all of her quills are underneath that. And because of that, she actually does not need to hibernate when it snows or winter. She does slow down, but they are active throughout the year. And what they do is different food is available, say in winter than spring and summer. They chew on different trees and different plants different times throughout the year, and that actually helps the forest grow where they're from. So they're called seasonal eaters, and by doing that, they're actually helping that pine forest they live in and stimulate that growth. Now, you guys might also be seasonal eaters. How many of you guys like farmers markets? Ooh, everyone loves a good farmer's market. Now, by eating at a farmer's market, shopping locally, eating foods that are in season, that actually is one way to help wildlife and the planet and reduce your carbon footprint. So by shopping locally, going to your farmer's markets, you guys are being a little bit like a porcupine there and being a seasonal eater and helping out. Now, my front row, you guys are being very brave with these quills here. You got glasses on. You might be a good one to demonstrate this. Do you guys want to see her shoot those out? You have eye protection. You ready? 1, 2, 3. No. Sorry, guys. Didn't work. You're not in the splash zone. She's not a male, guys. No urine cannons, I promise. Female. Now, those quills are modified hair. So you guys try to shoot your eyebrows out. Did it work? No. So they cannot shoot those quills. Now, media, cartoons, TV shows, and unfortunately AI right now, there are some videos going around where it looks like porcupines are shooting their quills out. I promise you they are not. They are modified hair. So just like we can't lift and shoot our hair, they can't shoot theirs. But what she can do, you guys might have seen it a little bit earlier while Shane was demonstrating, she is able to lift them and do something called flaring, and she'll flex her hair. Can you guys flex your muscles?
Oh,
Yeah, so instead of flexing her muscles, she flexes her hair, almost like when you get goosebumps and your hair stands on end. That's what she can control. So when she comes across a predator, say a big mountain lion or something, she will kind of stomp her feet, teeth chatter, try to scare that predator away. Look really big, really mean and scary, fluff all the way up. And if that doesn't work, she's going to whip around as fast as she can. She's going to lift all those quills up, and she's going to run and do them backwards. Any of you guys want to try that? Can you be a porcupine? Whip around, flare your quills, and run backwards into the predator. Perfect. Look at all these porcupines I have. That was awesome. And those quills have to make contact with the predator. And then they're kind of on like a hairpin trigger. About 10 to 15 will come out at once. And they're barbed. So they're kind of easy to go in, but hard to come out. There's all these little microscopic hooks around them. So that mountain lion is going to go rub against a rock, tree branch, break those off, push them farther inside, and get a really bad infection. And that's what will take that predator down, is that infection. Now, have I ever gotten a quill?
Yes.
I mean, yes, I work with porcupines. So it's an occupational hazard. Not from Maisie herself, but those hairs, those quills shed. They fall out. So the full trash bag hits your leg, one pokes out of the bag. I wipe something off, and I obviously used a proper tool, right? My hand. And then I get one in my hand. That's just one. Again, that predator's getting like 10 to 15. That would hurt. But I have two things that mountain lion doesn't. Thumbs and soap. So I can just pull it out, I can wash it, no infection, I am good to go. Now Maisie here is kind of showing off a little bit in this tree. Believe it or not, this species of porcupine is actually adapted to climb. I know her kind of round body shape doesn't show it, and maybe she'll demonstrate it here, but they are designed to go up and down the trunks of trees, like pine trees, and not so much out on the limbs where they might break and fall. These guys are actually quite large rodents, about 20 to 30 pounds, second largest in North America. And when they go down, they'll go down backwards like she just did and use that kind of short paddle-like tail to see and feel her way down that tree. Unlike other climbing animals who will turn around and go down a tree head first, Maisie here is able to go down backwards and climb. Now, most climbing animals unfortunately also fall. It's, again, occupational hazard for a porcupine. So if she were to fall out of a tree or fight with another porcupine, or again, Jasper somehow had to make a baby with a 30,000 quilled animal, what happens if they get a quill? They don't have thumbs. They don't have soap, right? Luckily for them, they do have very nice rodent teeth that can pluck out their own quills. I've seen them do it before. They can pull them out. And then I say a special medicine, but it's kind of like antibodies. They have this special medicine inside of them that prevents them from getting an infection from the quills. So they're safe and we're safe. That mountain lion, on the other hand, is not safe. But on top of falling out of trees, sometimes they might fall into a river or have to cross a stream. Believe it or not, one of their relatives is a beaver. Beaver, yep. That's the largest rodent native here in North America. Porcupines are the second largest. Do you guys think she can swim very well like her cousin? What about float?
Yeah.
Yeah, those 30,000 quills are hollow. So how many of you guys like swimming? You guys ever use like a pool noodle or something? Imagine putting 30,000 pool noodles on you and then jumping in the pool. It would be kind of hard to get around, wouldn't it? So they can float, they can survive if they fall in a river and need to cross a stream. They are very capable. You guys will get a good look as she walks on this perch here of that really cool shaped tail and all of those quills laying down flat. I am going to go ahead and go off mic here in just a second. You guys can stick around as long as she's out. Come up and ask us questions. We'll hang around for a couple minutes. Make sure you check out the 2 o'clock presentation next door to us at Wega Fourth Bowl. And thank you so much for being here. Happy Valentine's Day, and please enjoy the rest of your
There
day
she
here
goes.
at the San Diego Zoo.
Thank you.